Okay guys, while that's cooking, I'm gonna tell you about one of my favorite meal prep companies, Factor. They are so easy and convenient. You know, sometimes with a busy lifestyle, it's really hard to eat healthy, to actually have time to make a meal that I want to eat. So for me, having someone like Factor makes it so much easier. I'm so busy throughout the days, and the only thing worse than being busy is being busy and hungry at the same time. So being able to have Factor, just grab it out of the fridge, it's never frozen, super easy, throw it in the microwave, and they have so many options and selections for every type of food that you guys can want. And another cool thing about Factor is it's not just meal preps that they carry. They also have a bunch of snacks and smoothies. So say you guys want a little snack throughout the day, you don't want a full meal, that's totally fine. They got everything for you. And right now, when you guys sign up for Factor, on your first order, you'll get 50% off when you use my code 50Hailie and free shipping. So you guys aren't gonna wanna miss out on it because it is a great deal to start your guys' meal prepping journey. So now that this one's done cooking, this one is one of my favorites, is the sun-dried tomato chicken. We're gonna get to eating. And just like that, you guys got a gourmet meal ready to go for your busy lifestyle. So be sure you guys check out Factor.
Lost under the surface. Don't know what you're expecting of me, but under the pressure of walking in your shoes.
I got it that last lap, the last time lap. It popped up once when I was laid over in the high speed, like 18. And I was like, dude, I ain't gonna say anything just yet because I want to finish this lap. Well guys, we're here at Circuit of the Americas right now, and I am doing my first open wheel race. Super exciting, super anticipated. And yesterday we had a test day. Today is practice and qualifying. I know you guys just saw some clips from practice. We were actually 5th in practice, so pretty damn good for my first race weekend that we're headed into. So only 2nd time in this car, so I'm really like, I feel like really starting to get the hang of it. Everything's starting to click a lot better. I still have a little bit more to go, definitely, for sure, but I think where we fired off and like just from where I was the first test in this car, I feel like I've improved a lot and learned a lot. It did help that I just came from the Indy Next test at Barber, and that car obviously is a lot faster, more downforce, everything's just a little bit more. So it definitely, for me, it helped this car slow down a lot and actually working on the little technique things. So we're heading off qualifying in a little bit. I did get really lucky this race. So Nathan, who owns this team and is doing this race with us, his driver that he crew chiefed last year at the beginning of the year was Nolan Siegel. So he's out here races IndyCar full time, and he is out here helping me look at the data, coach me. So I definitely have one of the best coaches, I feel like, in the pits right now, so that does help.
It's kind of like an Indy 7, 8, 9, 10 deal where like if you go in and you're like on throttle, off throttle, on throttle, like it's just way quicker if it's
that's
like the car's
good.
flat.
That was my worst section.
Yeah. Oh, 7, 8, 9.
Oh yeah. Like I crack out of it.
Yeah.
And like hold that right there.
Yeah, and then you get back into it because you know you're early, and then back out of it. So what this is doing with the nose is just doing this, right?
Yeah.
So, and then I think here, instead of downshifting, you just roll forth, and the engine should slow us down.
Instead of being like on, off, just like smoother, more constant throttle.
Then you look at this, the next corner, you're quicker than him by a 10th. Turn 11, or quicker than him by 2/10. Yeah, so you back the corner up a bit. Your brake trace is great, but then you just get an amazing exit all the way down the backstretch. It's really good. T12, we're losing a bit in T12. Yeah, we're losing half a second in T12.
It's on entry?
It's all on braking. It's not even on entry. I wouldn't even say your entry speed's bad. It's it's all on braking.
I consider it.
Right, would you say?
The efficiency is good. It's literally like if you do the exact same brake trace and just move it.
Yeah, it'd be fucking great.
It'd be great.
He struggled with that too, being too efficient sometimes. Yeah. And you just either have to brake deeper or less.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's the two things. Right here,
I would just do the exact same brake trace and
Move it a little bit.
Yeah, and that's distance.
That's somewhere where I really feel like I need a little more front brake. Like it really
Yeah.
pushed down. Well guys, today is the first race day of 2 of the races. It's Friday right now, so we don't have anything this morning, just right into the race. No practice, no more qualifying, like we're just headed right out into it. It looks like it's on the brink of raining. It's not supposed to rain today though. It looks like it's gonna be some rain tomorrow, but I'm excited for this. This is gonna be a little different for me because it is a standing start. I'm rolling off 10th, it's a 35-minute race, so it's definitely gonna go by, I think, pretty quick, especially since the laps are really long here. So it's only gonna be like 15 laps realistically. So it's about a little over a 2-minute lap time. So it's not gonna be that many laps, but still 35 minutes is a little chunk of time.
Is there a reason you don't feel like you can do that?
I feel like I could never get it back down. Like it would just be, I'd have to be so, not in the way that the front would turn, I'd feel like I couldn't turn the front without
You're like
losing it.
worried about the rear.
Yeah.
Probably getting about that time. Your teammates
Yeah?
hopping in the car.
Okay, cool.
I wouldn't.
Wouldn't do it yet.
Unless you're like by yourself
Yeah.
and nothing's happening, I wouldn't mess with it right now.
Well, we got no choice. All the girls and boys making all that noise 'cause they found new toys. Well, we can't search, just can't find a flag. If that don't suit you, that's a drag. South, oh, south. School's been blown to pieces.
First race day in this car, I'd say was a success because my goal was to make all the laps, don't tear off the front wing and the nose wing, and just go out there and learn. I did my first standing start, didn't stall it, pretty proud of myself, so that one was good. So I think I could do a little bit better on my start for sure. I bogged it down a little bit, which I think hurt me initially on the green. And then obviously passing's hard. There was like a red flag here. So this is a timed race. It's not actually laps. So it's a 35-minute race, and there was like a 20-minute caution because someone had blown a motor and it like was all over the front stretch. So we didn't get to make as many laps as I wanted to. Like I wanted to have more green flag laps, but the restart went good. Ended up passing another person on the restart, and so I thought that was something that was super positive. Gotta learn like the feel, like when someone's next to you, like how far you can lean on them and vice versa. So I thought that was good, but today I feel like I want to clean up some of the little things that like mistakes I made yesterday. Not that like I made any big ones, but like the little things I can do better. So we're gonna get after it today. Hopefully the rain stops. It's like lightly drizzling right now, and it's supposed to stop at like 1:19, and we go green at 1:15. So the standing start might be like total burnout, but we'll see.
You'll be the first one to go to slicks, right? Because she's gonna be on wets. And we're gonna, yeah. I think wets is the safer option, right? It's gonna be your call though.
Like a lot of the other teams.
Wow, a lot of the other teams are on
It's gonna be
wets.
his call?
It's gonna be his call for himself.
Okay.
for you, like you just
You
need
make that call.
I don't think a race is fun.
I don't think it is.
Can you pit under yellow?
Yeah, you can pit whatever you want.
We're staying out.
Yeah.
So right now, it's tough because it's just stopping raining, but it's been sprinkling for a solid hour. So the track is still like completely wet, but it's not actively raining. But if you were on slick tires, you're gonna be so bad for the beginning portion of the race. And it is a shorter race, so like if you go out on slick tires, like your start's gonna be terrible. The first couple laps are gonna be terrible. So like rain tires, I feel like are smart to go out on, but you get the choice. You get the choice at the beginning before we go out, and then also during the race, if you wanna come down and put slick tires on, you can, or vice versa. So we're kind of going with what like I feel like our gut's telling us, and like I agree with Nathan and Nolan. Like I trust them. Like obviously they've done this way longer than I have, so I think this is the right decision. But it's gonna be a little sketchy because now I'm going into a race first time on rain tires. So like another new thing I gotta learn.
I think if you want to be competitive, you have to be on slicks.
Let's go.
But you're gonna have to work really hard, and the first 2 laps, like feel it out, and it's gonna be really sketchy, and you're gonna be sliding the car, and you're just gonna have to hang on to it for a couple laps. Like it's not gonna be fun, but you're not gonna be competitive on wins. You can weave a little bit. I wouldn't weave that much. Just drag the brakes. You're gonna have a ton of wheel spin. Same thing we talked about. Get the clutch out and just manage the wheel spin with the throttle. But there's gonna be a lot of it. Getting temp in the tires is gonna be the biggest thing. And brake and throttle. Like just like constant.
Be fine, have fun. There's nothing on the line here, just have fun.
You're in the NASCAR in the wet, right? Where it's super sketchy. It's not gonna be that.
I know it's not.
Compared to what you're used to, it's gonna maybe it'll feel like a NASCAR.
Well guys, I didn't get to talk much after the race because we jetted to the airport as soon as the race ended to catch a flight. But I just wanted to kind of give you guys a rundown throughout my first open wheel race weekend. It was honestly a blast, so much fun. There were so many different things that like I'm not used to that they do on that side of things. I think one of the craziest things for me was like the restarts. I'm so used to, in everything that I've ever raced, restarts being so hectic, crazy chaos. And it was so much more tame than I guess I was expecting. So that was something that kind of shocked me, and learning those differences and how these cars react when you're battling with people, like how people kind of give and take throughout a race. I think that was something that was super useful for me. And then the second day that we were racing, the track was wet. We were on slick tires, and being able to learn what it's like when you're out on the track and it's still a little bit wet and it's drying out, how those tendencies are, how the car reacts. That was something that I totally had to learn and was very new to me. So I think experience wise, I feel like I gained so much of it there, being able to make so many laps and getting to practice. Obviously, it's a big learning curve. It's so much different than anything I've ever done before. So being able to just take in as much information as I can, learn from it, see what things I did good on, see what things I can work on, that's super helpful for me, especially with the off season right now of Indy Next, headed into the season, the testing, everything that's happening. So super happy with the first race, being able to just experience it all and take it all in. It was so much fun. So hopefully we get to do another one in the future, but trying to do some more testing too. So we'll probably see you guys at the track again.